Welcome YouTube world. Welcome YouTube world. This is Netta27 Sports Channel. My name is Amin. Today is November the 9th, and I'm talking Carolina Panther football today. Today, talking about the Carolina Panther football team today. The topic of this video is why is PJ Walker starting versus the Atlanta Falcons this Thursday? Why is PJ Walker starting for the Panthers quarterback this Thursday against the Atlanta Falcons? Okay, as y'all know, this past Sunday, the Carolina Panthers got blowed out and got ran over by the Cincinnati Bengals. I believe the final score was 42-21. The Bengals had over 200 yards rushing. Once again, Steve Wilkes led defense had no answer to be able to stop a running game from the opposing team. Once again, the Panthers got ran over by another team. And the culprit is the head coach / defensive coordinator, Steve Wilkes. Current head coach, interim head coach of the Carolina Panthers. Now, PJ Walker has been named the starter for this coming Thursday night game against the Atlanta Falcons. So PJ Walker, according to Steve Wilkes, the head coach, is still going to retain his starting job for the Carolina Panthers. Despite having only 3 completions and 2 interceptions in the entire first half against the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to repeat that once again. PJ Walker's stats for the first half against the Cincinnati Bengals this past Sunday. 3 completions, 2 interceptions, a 0.0 quarterback rating. 0.0. You can't go you can't go no lower than a 0.0 quarterback rating. You can't go no lower. It's an impossibility. But yet, for some weird reason, Steve Wilkes thinks that PJ Walker should be the starting quarterback for the Carolina Panthers when they play the Atlanta Falcons this coming Thursday. Now, PJ Walker didn't play the second half. The second half, they put Baker Mayfield in to play the rest of the second half against the Cincinnati Bengals. And Baker Mayfield played relatively well, going 15 of 20, I believe, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. I mean, you would think that you would logically start Baker Mayfield if you want to win the game rather than PJ Walker. And nothing against PJ Walker personally, but that type of performance shows you that all PJ Walker is, he's a stopgap quarterback. That's all he is. He is not a starting quarterback in the NFL. He's a stopback, what I would really call a patchwork quarterback. Someone that you temporarily put in. But he's not a starter. He's not a proven starter. Baker Mayfield is a proven starter. Even Sam Darnold over PJ Walker would be a better decision than to let PJ Walker start after the game he just had, which just showed he's not a starting quarterback. He's not a starting quarterback in the NFL, which is why it's so baffling to me why PJ Walker having a 0 quarterback rating is starting this Thursday versus the Atlanta Falcons. And I think that says all you need to know about the decision-making of Steve Wilkes as a head coach. And I understand he was previously a head coach at Arizona, and he only got 1 year, and he got fired. Maybe it was rightly so, because the few decisions that I've seen him make here in Carolina, unable to stop teams from running down the throat of the Carolina Panther defense. Now he's making questionable quarterback decisions that don't make no sense whatsoever, which shows me that Steve Wilkes is not head coach material, which also shows me that teams has figured out Steve Wilkes' scheme, and he don't have the players or the scheme to be able to stop teams from running down the Carolina Panthers defense. So, in my opinion, after this season, Steve Wilkes has to go. He has to go. They need to bring in a whole new staff, whole new defensive staff, whole new offensive staff, whole new head coaching staff. Steve Wilkes is not qualified to be a head coach. And as far as him being a defensive coordinator, I get rid of him. I've seen no reason to keep Steve Wilkes as either head coach or defensive head coach because, once again, teams have figured out his scheme and they're running down the throat of the Carolina Panthers consistently. And so you got to ask yourself, if he's starting P.J. Walker, then I guess Steve Wilkes is not trying to win games. I guess Steve Wilkes is trying to tank games for the Carolina Panthers. Because why, other than that, why would you put a third-string quarterback who's not a proven NFL starter over a starting quarterback who is a proven starter in the NFL, Baker Mayfield, which makes no sense whatsoever. Now, he's the head coach, and he can make that decision, but it's a stupid decision. It's an illogical decision, and it shows me you're really trying to lose games. You're not trying to win games. If you're putting the wrong quarterback in to start, you're not trying to win, you're trying to lose. And if you don't know the difference, you shouldn't be coaching in this league, period. Steve Wilkes has to go. At the end of the season, he has to be off the Panthers staff completely. Don't even retain him as a defensive coordinator. He's not getting the job done there either. So that's all I have today. Once again, if you like what I said, please feel free to hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. If you disagree, feel free to leave your comments. Be respectful. I will respond. Once again, thank you for coming to this channel, Netta27, where I talk pro football, NBA basketball, professional boxing. Enjoy your day. I'll be back. Peace.